ton of pride. And they'll be playing hard all the way to the final whistle of the final game, no matter where they are in the standings. It's the Eagles going up against the Panthers. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Second down following the run. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
The offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Newton on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second down and just one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. The give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And a give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Jordan Hicks played inside and outside linebacker while in college. He'll do the same in the NFL and make a lot of plays in doing so.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest, because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Design run for their wideout. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And Newton's going to keep it. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This complete left side to Aguilar. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
In motion right comes Matthews. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, You can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Let's go! 3-19! They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Now Wentz will keep it. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second down following the run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Rolling to his right. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and just 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On first down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground they go with a running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now, whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hurry up,
on the toss. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Newton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to just see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he stays up. Muscles him off. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They come up in an offset eye. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A pickup there of 37. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
In motion right is Aguilar. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Wentz. That is caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Check 15.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Newton. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long. It's Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. Now 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And quickly, they get to the line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Eagles, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head down to San Diego for a matchup with the Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.